Hello, 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 hello.
Hi guys. We are back.
We are back. It's Reverend Judi Weaver and
Diane Rivera. Welcome.
Hello. Today is the 31st of July. And oh my gosh, is the world in a twirl.
It's the day. It's the day. My glasses are crooked. I'm going to take those off. What a day. And we're back in Florida now.
We are both back in Florida. So we have been traveling all over creation.
Yes.
Many states.
Lots of miles. My car is saying we've done enough. I actually hit the 100. I'm like, oh no. When I got to Florida, I know we're still saying hello.
Yeah, we're still saying hello.
Let's do that. And I'm going to tell you about when I got to Florida, my numbers. My gosh. But I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be doing the show again with Judi. Hopefully more consistent.
We're not sure about that. We're not too sure about that. We're going to do the best we can. But again, that's what's really fun about this is that we are just here and we are trying to follow spirit the best that we can and showing up when we can. And this is such a profound, energetic time. Oh my goodness gracious, because we're now entering into the Lion's Gate, or we have entered into the Lion's Gate. And I just got done saying to Diane, I'm like, so things went crazy on the 27th of August, or July, on the 27th. And I says, when does this Lion's Gate really start? And she's like, on the 27th. And it's like, okay, well, I'm right on. We're right in the middle of it.
Here we are. Welcome.
Yeah. And so what I keep telling people is, you know what? When you got all those big waves that are shooing in at you and really coming at, what do you got to do? You got to break for the top. You got to break up through and you got to float and you got to hop on that surfboard and you got to take off, because this energy will propel you exponentially as long as you're on top of it. You have to get up there. You have to be able to elevate yourself into a different viewpoint of not being in the middle of the turmoil of the emotion. And that is really, really challenging because the amount of emotional stuff that is coming at us is profound and boggling, to say the least.
A lot of emotions. I feel like as we're coming into it, it's kind of thicker, like the energy is thicker. And so we're getting into this, it's going to break open, but I kind of feel like it's kind of thicker. And some people are, when you're feeling that energy, are kind of getting into the panic mode. Or
they're feeling suffocated.
Yeah,
they're really feeling suffocated because of the density of of what it is, because it's deep.
It is.
This is really deep rooted stuff. So this is like the things that you really didn't think that you had left anymore. That we thought, oh, I'm over that because I'm over 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, who knows, and it's like, oh, I'm past that. And it doesn't matter what number you're past, because it's finding you anyway.
Yeah.
It's because this energy is just so profound and so it's fabulous. But it's also very sparkly. It's also very sparkly in that part of it is really allowing for you to be able to see and to sense much more easily and clearly if you can go ahead and get yourself out of that density. So,
yes, absolutely. It's kind of like going through the veil almost,
yes,
and you're coming through that space. So I think that it's like cooler on the other side. So it's like, we're having that heat wave. We're having a heat wave here in Florida.
Well, I think August, all summer long is.
But it's August.
Tomorrow is August. We're not even there yet. We're close enough.
Florida's already in August. They're there. It is there. And it's just kind of like once you get to the cool side, like when you get to the beach and it's a little cooler, and that's exactly how I'm feeling. But it has been like that for me for a couple of days. Yes, I have been experiencing lots of emotional stuff. And I'm like, come on, cut it out. Why? I thought we were done with that already. I thought I finished that already, but here we are.
But we had a lot of really cool experiences. Obviously, the last time that we chatted, we were in Lilydale, which was
fun. It was
so fun, but it was always just so funky too.
We had some we met some wonderful people.
Oh my gosh.
When I was driving here, right, I'm driving over to Judi so we can do the recording. I said, oh my gosh, I didn't really have lunch, so let me grab a snack to have on the way. So I grabbed my package of blueberries to eat in the car, so I don't eat the cookies. So, but this wonderful woman, Kate, and if you're watching, Kate, if you do watch, thank you so much for those blueberries. They were fantastic. She brought us jars of blueberries from her garden.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'll tell you what, the blueberries I was eating from the store were like bleh, compared to
her fresh berries were so good.
They were so sweet and they had a bit of a tang to them, and oh my god, I have not ever had blueberries like that before.
Oh my gosh, they were so good. And then we also drove up and we got some bottles of wine. Now, so there's gifts that are going to be going to some different family members and things like that, because I just thought it was nice to have some local wines and things like that.
There were a lot of
great and jams and jellies. And we went to, I spent time with the Mennonites, the shaman,
I didn't get jams and jellies.
I got jams and jellies. I stopped many places and got jams and jellies.
Jelly.
Yeah.
I wanted to get.
I have an apple butter jelly, or it's not. I don't know what it is. It's an apple butter, but it's got a hot pepper in it.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah, that I know.
And then that's gonna be good on a biscuit.
I don't know. I have them all in the bag. I'm going to go ahead and see family, and I'm going to go ahead and spread those out. But
okay.
Yeah, we had a really good
family
time.
That's eating that one. I'll bring the biscuits.
And I bought some homemade flour from the Mennonites.
Oh,
and so
nice.
I'm excited about that because I
nice.
absolutely have got an issue with gluten because of all the changes that have happened to our flour. So I'm really excited to try that, but I've got to have enough time to go ahead and make the bread. So,
a lot of spiritual people are having a gluten issue.
Huge.
A lot of people I've been talking to, they're saying that gluten has been a big issue for them, and wanting to eat, and our whole dietary intake is changing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are telling me that they're not doing the meats, which I have stopped for over a year now. And Judi, you haven't been eating meat for a long
not
time. I'll eat turkey and chicken, some fish, but
the heavier meat.
Even the chicken
chicken is having trouble.
Yeah,
I am definitely having
too.
trouble with chicken. I can do that. The eggs are better. The eggs seem to be okay at this point, but the chicken is definitely becoming an issue.
So definitely people changing their dietary intakes and what they're feeling like they need to eat and needing to eat absolutely less. Now, we talked about this before, and Judi has definitely been on that road of eating less and not really having a desire to eat as much. But I will tell you, I have been in that state also for the past probably since we were in Lilydale.
Oh, look, when you go to these beautiful high energy places, it's so fun because you feel it. You feel that energy. You feel that electricity that is just in you, that is vibrating and makes everything so much faster, so when you're thinking things and it really is coming into fruition. And
it was, Lilydale was a lot of fun. The workshops were fantastic.
I
love the workshops.
We had such great people.
We met a lot of people and such wonderful people and so many different when you meet people, for me, it's their energy or just having conversations with someone about angels, or they got to meet their spirit guides and ascended masters. We did the ascended masters, archangels. We did a lot of angelic stuff. What else? Oh, and then you also had your shamanic.
Yep, I did my shamanic work, which that was, oh my gosh, so profound. The energies came and it was just like whoosh, and then the weather changed and we had this massive storm that went through. It was exactly the perfect, I will say that on a regular basis when I do my shamanic work, storm
came in,
and it's what they tell me is it's part of that anointing. Everybody gets wet through the process because they need to spirit needs to connect with everybody physically as well. And so that's part of the water. But we were inside for the majority. With the big storm part, we were inside.
But it
Yeah.
started while we were outside because
Absolutely. We were calling in the energies. We were calling in the
everyone
energies.
was in a circle, and
Yep.
Judi was smudging everyone to start the whole class in the ceremony. And just as she was just about almost finished with giving everybody blessings and smudgings, the rain started to come little
Yep.
by little. And if everyone just felt that, wow,
They knew
this is
that was
so
that
good,
heart
because it was
connection.
just that water, that feeling of that just coming down on you, and it just kind of cooled off a bit. And so it was definitely a spiritual experience
Yeah.
for everyone, for me too. And I loved it. I mean, I loved it.
Yeah.
And I love being part of Judy's classes. I sit in on her classes. We help each other. She sits in on mine. And it's such an experience, to watch your colleague giving her workshop, and watching the expressions of the people in the workshop. So I love to watch their expressions.
Well, we watch them, but I'll admit it, we can feel them too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we definitely feel them.
So we get, we definitely get an idea of where people are at in that development part.
And
which
if you
is so
work
fun.
with, many of us, other light workers, and you're doing workshops with your colleagues, and you're watching, connecting to the group that is there, holding the energy for each other.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a great experience. And for the people that are in that group, so, during the meditation part in Judy's workshop, you can see who is having some difficulties, or I can feel who is having some difficulties with getting to the space that Judi was trying to bring her into, and just sending her that love energy, just sending out that love energy so she can really connect. And I'm asking her guides, allowing her to receive and connect to her higher self so she can receive the lessons that Judi is sending to her. So that's a cool thing. So if you get to do that with a colleague of yours, try doing that or give that a try. And you probably might do it, but it's a lot of fun. I totally enjoy that.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, for Diane's, I brought in my handpan drum.
Oh, yeah.
Which the angels love the handpan drum. I'm just going to say that. The angels love that thing. They just fly with it. And yeah.
In my hair. We do this when we watch ourselves in the camera, right? We're like, what is my hair doing? People are watching you, Diane. Cut that out.
Anyway, during Diane's workshop in Lilydale, this was a big deal while we were in the middle of the meditation.
Yeah.
Yes. One of the guests actually got an Aort. So this small gem fell out of the sky.
The ethers, yeah.
Yeah, and right onto her lap.
Right on her lap.
And so what was it? It was a red
jasper.
Red jasper. A red jasper.
And it was shaped just like a square. It was so awesome that happened.
It was so exciting. And then so I went ahead and was kind of chatting about that and meditating with it as to and asking the guys upstairs, well, what does that mean? And what they told me, which was so cool, is that crystals in whatever color and format is the greatest physical form of love.
And what were we doing?
Working
with our birth angels.
We were working with our birth angels. Yeah.
And so explain to them what the Aort is for some people that don't understand what that is.
So an Aort is when you have etheric energy that sends up and then a physical item will materialize out of nothingness. And so that's called an Aort. And oftentimes it will be gems. That's primarily what happens, but there's all kinds of other things. Sometimes jewelry items from other places. Mm-hmm. Different things will actually. I had a crystal once that showed up last year when we were at Lilydale. Last year I got one at Lilydale. That was outside that I was like, I really want an Aort. And then I looked down and there was an Aort. I was like, oh, well, thank you so much. Because I had a request and then I went ahead and I had an expectation and I had the faith and I was given the gift. So, it's
I
so
love
cool.
that. I asked Spirit that too. I'm like, and Judi and I said, well, let's manifest this. Let's get those Aorts going, So I asked Spirit, I say, well, why is that not happening? And they say, but it is happening. I said, it is.
We're just not necessarily recognizing.
Yeah. And so we find things all the time, feathers, right?
Oh, feathers. All the
Feathers.
time.
I mean, Judy and I were on the phone. I was out in my little lanai area, and a white feather, no birds, nothing more around, just came. We were talking about maybe angels or something. Who knows? We were talking about just
Something
came down,
spiritual.
floating down this big white feather, floop, 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 right there, right in front of me.
Yep.
So that's an acorn. For my angels, thank you very much.
It is. Yeah, feathers are definitely a big Aort that comes into play.
But you'll find other things too.
Sometimes
like
you get pennies or dimes, you know what I mean? They'll say pennies from heaven and things like that. Dimes are from angels.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it does come in a money format as well. So there's just different kind of things. Yeah.
Now I'm waiting for the crows to bring me something.
Ah, all right. Because you're chatting with the crows.
Chatting with the crows. Crows are. I love talking to the birds, and I just love talking to the birds. And crows are just amazing. They have such amazing conversations with you.
They do.
They
if
really
you
do.
actually stop and you chat with them, they will absolutely converse. And if you start giving them things, they will supposedly bring you back things.
They will bring you back things. And you'll be surprised what they bring you back. But yeah, so I'm working on the crow thing, and I'll keep you updated.
Let you know. And you keep us updated. You keep us updated too. If you've got crows that are actually, you know, giving you some goodies along the way.
Yeah,
so.
They have, and their conversation when they're talking to each other. If you listen, you know the squawks that they make. They make it's a pattern. It's always in a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
It's always in a pattern. So.
And paying attention to all the different animals that are coming around, because again, every time the animals are coming, they are there as messengers for you as well. So pay attention to what is coming by, what is making an impression, what is, crossing your pathway, what's dive bombing you. My sister called me the other day, hysterical. She's like, oh my God. And I was literally going to call her because I was driving down the road wherever I was in, whatever state. And I'm like, no, I'm bothering her. And literally she calls that minute. She says, I just had this red hawk attack my car, fly down, and its wings hit my roof. What does that mean? And I said, wasn't that funny? I was just going to give you a call. And hawk is one of my birds. But anyway, one of my animal totems. But what it was really about was her paying attention to the details.
Yeah.
And so, when you make sure that you stop and pay attention to the details. And, we've got a lot going on in our family.
Birds are really good about that. They're really good about letting you know that you need to take a minute to slow it down, pay attention.
And or to elevate yourself to a higher level.
Yeah.
They will definitely remind you to elevate yourself higher so that you get a better view of everything in the situation and you're not in the midst of all the turmoil of it, that you have a better opportunity to have a broader vision. So
the eagles,
condors,
condors, and the hawks are great for that.
Yeah, I love my egrets too. I love all the egrets and the blue herons, and there's just so many fabulous birds.
They're just
we can't be limited to. And we had the little yellow one showed up in the window, and that was
where was that?
Oh, that was at Mary Ellen's. She had
at Mary.
Yeah.
But I seen that little yellow bird again somewhere else. Where was I seeing that?
Were we at Lilydale? I mean, we've just had amazing experiences all over. I don't know.
Maybe it was during Lilydale.
Or maybe that was in Georgia.
I remember seeing these little yellow birds.
Maybe we're in Georgia. I don't know.
The finch, I think they're finches, right?
Yeah,
probably in Georgia. I don't know. We've been in a few places. We've been in a few places. So
yeah.
And Judy and I have met up in different places. So sometimes I don't remember where we were when we seen that, or if I was by myself too. So yeah, crazy stuff. But New York was fun. I had a good time in New York.
Good.
Even though I am packing up the house, but spending time with my kids that are there and my grandkids that are there, and they're so adorable. As grandmas love their grandkids. They're growing so big.
Moms love the kids anyway, but
I love my kids.
It's a whole different feel when it's a grandchild.
Yeah.
It just is, it's a different responsibility.
Which
is so nice.
Moms, and they're not behaving. But they're behave. They all behave.
Yeah.
We love them anyway.
Yeah. Really fun. Really, really, really fun.
So it was funny last time when we were recording and the first one didn't go through, which was we talked all about this haunted stuff and hauntings.
We had so many haunting experiences while we were there, 100%. And somebody said to me recently, doesn't that scare you? Oh, but Diane's got the best story. She's got the best story when she was traveling home on the New Jersey Turnpike.
Oh my God!
All right, tell them the story. This is such a great story.
You know, after this happens, this experience happens to me, I think to myself, who am I going to ever tell this to? They never believe me. They really think this girl is, she needs a little help. But so I'm driving on the New Jersey Turnpike. This is the story. I'm driving on the turnpike. I'm by myself. I just have my 2 dogs, and they're in the back seat. And behind me, so New Jersey Turnpike is fast. It's kind of like I-4. And so I see these blinky lights behind me, and I'm like, oh no, what does this mean? It's not the cop car, but it's a blinky light. So. And am I really seeing a blinky light? We don't know. So
yeah, she's really seeing a blinky light.
So I see this blinky light, right? And then as the car is going to come up on the side, on the left lane, I'm in the middle lane, this spirit comes into the car. This energy comes into my car. And it's a gentleman and Asian man, right? And I'm thinking, why are you here? Right? I'm driving. Why are you here? And I'm like, okay, Diane, maybe you're imagining this, right? So, and then the car comes by, and it's a funeral.
It's a hearse.
It's a funeral. It's the hearse, but the back is open, and so the flowers are the coffin
casket.
Thank you, casket, not coffin.
It's all right.
It's a coffin.
You're both.
It's covered with flowers, so it's open in the back, so you can see it. And it was this gentleman's funeral. And there's so many cars. And he was so excited. And he's telling me how exciting it was that he was being honored, and that the gathering of the family, and how he was so proud to be loved and having this whole experience with his family. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is kind of crazy. But he was so happy to have someone to talk to who
could see, who could still see him, that he could commune with.
But I'm driving, I don't like to go into spirit place when I'm driving. I pay attention to, but there was so much love coming from this energy, this spirit, this essence. I seen him, but in my mind, I could see him being in the car with me. And as everyone passed the funeral, because everybody's in a line, everybody stays one behind the car after car after car after car, and they're all pulling in front of me now. Everybody's coming in front of me now, right? And then the last ones were these big, giant Mercedes vans with people, and all his stuff for his funeral were in those vans. And so the honoring the items and so as they're passing by, I see the Asian writings on the vehicles. So now I knew it was confirmation for me that this was actually an Asian man, because I'm like, I'm thinking I might be having an issue. So, I don't know.
Yeah, we got a lot of energy happening. Sometimes we question ourselves, but that's okay. We're allowed.
They gave me the confirmation with the symbols on the vehicles to let me know that this was really going on. So as everyone passed and went up ahead of me, then they got off the next exit, and he said, okay, bye, I gotta go now, see you. And he just left. Okay, this just happened on the New Jersey Turnpike while I'm driving to Florida.
And she's like, Judi!
This really happened. I can't even believe this is happening. And, I was thinking it would have been so cool if I could have actually spoken to the family and given them the message of how honored he was that they gave him such a big send-off with gratitude and honor, and he felt so amazing about it. He was just like, and just the gratitude from him was unbelievable.
But this answers another question, because a lot of times people will say, oh, well, funerals are just for the living. And we hear that all the time. I'm not questioning different aspects of it, but this definitely gives you a whole nother story of, they do appreciate when you take the time to honor them, to, okay, so the other day would have been my brother's birthday, right? And so he's been gone since 2006. It's a long time. Well, my sister always will go ahead and light a candle and, bring out his picture. And so that whole day, my other sister and I, we were working through different items and we were thinking about him all day. But my younger sister, she hadn't gotten the candle out and done that yet. So he's flipping the lights on and off, turning the radio on and off. He's like, hello, did you forget me? It's my birthday today. So they love it when we take a few minutes to just, say that prayer of, oh, I remember you. And I appreciate those moments that we had together for whatever. And and so when you take that time to do some type of a memorial service and or celebration of life, it doesn't have to be a great big thing.
No,
it's just about taking the time of honoring the person.
It's the memory.
Soul.
Also,
yeah.
My dad's birthday was the other day, also. So my dad's been gone quite some time, and I say, hey, Dad, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday.
Yep.
Your life birthday when you were here. So it's good. And so my dad always liked to rub my back. He would go like that to me. It was his thing. Even when he was driving, he would reach behind and rub my back. When we didn't wear seatbelts when we were young, because they didn't really exist.
No, we didn't have them way back in the day. We did have cars.
I kind of felt that essence of him doing that. Like, it's okay, Diane. I'm right here with you. It feels good. It feels good to know that they are there with you. And they are always with us. But it is a great thing to give them just a little bit of, I always feel like when we give prayers and honor or light candles for our loved ones, that it kind of helps them also to elevate higher.
Oh, I think so too. It definitely does, because the love that we give, the prayers that we give, it continues to hold them and to elevate them. So 100%, it definitely makes a difference.
I said that to someone the other day. I was talking about, she asked me, well, I always thought that there is a goal, right? So I do all this studying, I'm doing this work, I'm feeling open, I'm doing my connection, everything that I'm doing spiritually. Well, there must be an end, right? I was thinking there's an end, but there is no end. There really isn't any end. We're never done learning. We're always learning. But we are bringing ourselves closer to the divine, our connection to divine love. And that's the whole goal.
We're bringing ourselves closer, and we're bringing that energy, and we are anchoring it here, which is supporting others as well.
Becoming consciously aware of the love consciousness.
Yeah.
Connecting to that consciousness is like, that's it. So, and it can never be enough. It can't be enough. You can take it all in. There's never enough. It can't be overfull.
No.
You just can't
be.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Can't be.
Fabulous.
When you think about it, and I say, well, that's it.
Yeah.
To be in that love space, connected to the divine, our connection to the divine.
Yeah. And
Beautiful.
Well, I want to actually go ahead and drop in.
Oh, yeah.
Because, and again, we're in the Lion's Gate. And I am going to go ahead and mention that on 8/8, if you're in Florida, near Ormond Beach, Florida, at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be doing a drumming on the beach. So Ormond Beach, 1631 Ocean Shore Boulevard, which is the Al Weeks or North Shore Park in Ormond by the Sea.
On the beach.
So on the beach.
Bring your drum.
Or
instrument.
Or instrument, whatever.
Yeah.
And bring a chair if you want to. But yeah, it's going to be really cool. Anyway, I'm definitely feeling very much lion energy coming in. And so I'm not quite sure who actually this is going to be.
This is going to be cool.
I'm almost feeling Uriel, but that doesn't make sense for lions. So I don't know. We'll see what this is going to be. Anyway. And I have not tranced in like a week.
Oh my gosh.
I've been crazy busy. So no, I haven't been doing my, So anyway, this will be fun. I know Baylot's coming first thing because he's like so excited. Oh, she's held me back. She
Let me
out. Hold on. Here we go. Baylot's coming in first thing. Okay. Baylot here. It's about time.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the last time I came out, It might have been the Lily
In
Dale.
Lilydale.
I think it was in
Wow.
the Lily Dale.
She's
And so
been
that
holding
was,
out.
she's been all over. Well, a lot of things are going on. A lot of things are going on. And it's not even just her. Everybody has a lot of things going on, but there's a lot of family things going on. I think
Mhm.
people need to know that the relationships and the family dynamics, that's where the intensity is right now. And so, but it's definitely a great space of exploration. So, how when you go out and you're looking for gems, right?
Mhm.
And you're out there, the spelunking or whatever they call that, when you go into the caves and even, going and looking and searching. Well, this is kind of what's going on, because all this energy is coming in, and each of you are going through this in-depth exploration about self and different aspects of self. And see, the thing is, as you are elevating, as you are moving, as you're expanding, and you are each expanding exponentially. So that means within that expansiveness, you have to be lighter.
Mhm.
And that means that you can't have all those dense meats. You can't have those dense things. You have to even not be eating as much food, because you are moving into this lighter space. And the other thing is, you've got to get rid of that dark stuff that you've shoved down, that you squashed in there, that you buried and closed your eyes. Oh, I don't want to know anymore. And I'm not picking on you. I swear I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying, because the thing is, it is hard work. And I want to say that. And I want to say that to each of you too. It takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of strength to really get down and dirty and deep into yourself.
Yeah.
Into your psyche, into those painful areas, those traumatic experiences, into those spaces of really being able to change your mind. Does this serve me anymore? Do I want this anymore? Do I believe this anymore? Is this something that I want to carry into my future me?
Mhm.
Is that going to elevate me? And so, but you can't go there if you don't take the time to go there.
Right.
And so, as difficult as it is, I want you to know that your teams are with you. Your angels, your guardians, your guides, your ancestors, everybody's with you. And so, sometimes it hurts to pull off the Band-Aid, right?
Yep.
But then when the air gets to it, then it actually has a chance to heal. So it's about allowing yourself to pull the Band-Aids off, to pull it up, and to work your way through it. And really and truly evaluate, is this something that brings me joy? And is this something I want to take into my tomorrow?
Mhm. Those
Isn't
good
that?
words. Yeah, good words.
Yeah. Yeah. Does it bring me joy? And do I want to take it into my tomorrow? I'm not saying that it's not okay to feel pain. It is okay to feel pain. Pain helps you to grow. It helps you to identify what's uncomfortable and how to move into something else that's going to be different. And having those wonderful loving relationships that sometimes you don't have anymore because they've passed away and or the relationship is ended or whatever. That whole death process of whatever it is, it doesn't mean that you didn't have the love. So you can choose to hold on to the memories of the love. You can choose to hold on to those honorable aspects of that creativeness of, for each of you to be able to have, a more joyful experience. Because when you are in joy, you have energy.
True.
And that is what inspires you to continue to move forward. And I'm not saying that things aren't still going to come to be, that aren't going to be challenges, because otherwise you'd be a deadhead.
Okay. Yes.
Right? Let's be real. You'd never change, because nobody ever likes to change. They say they all like change, but don't make me change anything. Oh, you guys are so funny. Anyway. I do have a lion energy waiting to come in. Let's see. What is he going to be called? I'm not sure. Hold on one moment, please. Lionel here.
Hello.
Hello. Ah. You recognize it as a familiarity almost alongside of Metatron. Do you not?
I feel that.
Yes, it is not the same, but there is a similar frequency of a pattern of my energy and his as well. Because I come in at an exponential time, specifically alongside and within the Lion's Gate, which is an opening, which is a time period of expansiveness, of such a high intensity of an integration of this high frequency of energy that is for each of you to have access to and to create new patterns within. You can see this, yes?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, those golden lines, those fibers, as if, think of a spider's web. Yes, a wonderful depiction. You are creating all of these different spirals of this golden light energy that is coming through the heart of you, the courage of you, the strength of you, the diversity of you, and the agility that is guiding each of you to take those courageous steps and to dive into new feats of presence of mind, new growthful spaces of grace, new attitudes at a new altitude of awareness and acceptance. This is what is coming to be. You are each moving into such a greater realm of understanding within the planetaries, systems, the galaxies, all types of energies. The energies of me, I come from the galactic realm. You look in the sky and you see the lion, yes?
Yes.
Yes. This is where I come from. I come in with that star energy, the seeds of oneness and consciousness that are creating a greater and an elevation within each of you, an expansiveness through the hearts of you, within the minds, allowing yourself that capability to truly see, to feel, and to resonate within all of that energy that is being generated into and through each of you, spending time in honor and ceremony, such as the drumming on the beach, a wonderful way to connect your heart and to bring forth that greater wisdom and access of. Allow yourselves, each of you, to be mindful in your meditative practice now of moving through the gates and into the etheric world, traveling into the astral planes of a greater understanding and access to that you are integrating back into and anchoring into the world around you too. Great times are coming forth. I want to go ahead and to speak about the roaring of the energies. Is it not fabulous that you are within all of these energies and recognizing all of the big shifts that are taking place? You are now experiencing what they call the Olympic Games.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I know. I caught you off guard, did I? The Olympic Games, but what a coming together of people. All people. For the betterment of. For each of those souls who have dedicated their lives and their practices to showcase a oneness of humanity, and to be within that genre of all acceptedness. Yes, some are more trained, some are more skilled, but every single country that is represented, even those who are not represented, are still part of a whole, the whole of humanity. And that human spirit that roars through each of you, that has desires for betterment of, for personal growth, for passion, for successes, for peace and tranquility, and for harmony and oneness alongside. This is what I want to bring your attention to as you are moving through many other shifts and challenges and great changes that are taking place across the earth, and all of the various weather anomalies. Great intensity is happening across all lands to bring your awareness into a greater accessibility of responsibility for each of you to recognize that you must live in harmony with. You do not usurp the power of. You are in a partnership of survival alongside. And that includes all kinds of beings, all kinds of animals, all kinds of consciousnesses. It is about allowing yourself to feel with the heart of a lion, to move forward with the courage into the unknown, but knowing that you are not alone. And having that faith to step out and to be the leaders that are being called today to step into, that allows for the tomorrows to exist for all of you. Jamar here, I'm just going to bring her back. Many blessings to each of you. Whoa, doggy. Holy mackerel!
There you go. That was some energy.
Whoa. Kick my
That was
tooties.
wicked.
Oh my goodness, that was amazing.
That was pretty good. That was very good. Not pretty good. That was very good. The roar, man. I was like, whoa, okay. You can feel that energy. When you're in the same, when you're in the same room, and I know you got to be able to feel it through here. It is an amazing energy. It's an amazing energy. And the thing is that when they're talking through her and they're talking about certain things, I try to go along psychically, so I'm getting the vision within myself. Up and through the galaxy, and kind of like I can see him jumping around through the different energies as he's
jumping to the stars.
Yeah.
He was jumping to the different stars that are associated with the lion up there. I'm going to have to find that tonight. I'm going to have to, they have those apps on your phone.
Yeah, they have the app on your phone. And I definitely seen all of that happening. And then he brought in like this whirl of energy and pushed it out.
That was the point. It was
that was the portal, actually. That was the portal. They're saying that was the portal.
That was the portal energy.
So yeah, so they pushed it through. That was cool.
Oh, that was so fun.
I'm so grateful that I can actually go along with it and have the visions. So yeah. The more and more that Judy and I do work together, so the more we hang out together, the more it's easier to connect to her energy for me, so I can see what she's talking about when she's in her trance, which is pretty damn cool. I got to tell you that. I freaking love it. Or even when we talk on the phone, she'll say, okay, hold on. Let me give you this vision, okay? And then here we go. And then we're off on a thing. Or even when, I'll tell you, even when we're sleeping, if she's doing her meditation and I'm not in, home, I'm home, she's here, wherever she is, we're apart.
Oh, we had a big one the other morning.
She'll come and say, come on, let's go.
The other morning, I had to do a house thing and a person thing and some cleaning up things. And I knew it was going to be a big deal. And I knew it was going to be really, really hard. And so, and I know I'm not the one who's doing it. They're working with me. But I was in meditation and Jesus came in. And now I've trans-channeled Jesus a lot of times. And I'm not saying that it's not a big deal. It is always a big deal.
A big deal.
But this was so different in that Jesus came in and laid into my cells. And I felt all of my cells be one with him. And he was very specific. He's like, I am in you. And I will be carrying the energy of you for you. And so it was fabulous. Everything went off beautifully, exactly as it was supposed to, but I was vibrating. So then in the morning when I chatted with Diane, she's like, oh my God, I was vibrating like crazy. I'm like, yeah, well, I probably called you because I'm like, Jesus is here. Come check this out.
Yes, a vibrating. So, yes, she likes to come and say, "Come on, let's go. Let's take a journey. Let's take a journey." Which,
by the way, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm doing the astral travel class. Is going to be September the 10th. It's a 6-week series, and so that's going to be super cool on Tuesday evenings from 6 to 8 p.m. And so that is a really cool opportunity to be able to start practicing and learning how to do that.
Astral traveling is so cool. Actually, I was talking to someone about this yesterday. I'm going to talk to her about your class. And she's working on doing astral traveling. And so we were talking about it, and I said, okay, so, she's saying I have to go into the meditation and do the astral travel, right? But I said, but you can do it. You don't have to be into meditation. You can travel not being in meditation, but you're still within, like you're. For me, it's like, okay, let me go look at it, Judi, right? She's talking to me about something that she has to do. So I'm traveling there. Vision. I don't know how.
Vision
how do I explain that? It's a vision quest.
Yeah, she's sitting there. She puts herself into that state of mind.
Yeah.
Hit pause. Let me hit pause. And then she will psychically go and she will visualize the different space so that, it's going at remote viewing.
Viewing, yeah. Which is similar to astral traveling for me.
It is.
It is similar.
Yeah,
it's a similar thing.
But sometimes you can actually touch, and you can be touched when you're astral traveling. That's a whole nother. We'll talk about that in the class.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. So take that class. I might show up for that class. It's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun to travel as a group because then everybody gets to see the same thing or different parts of the same thing. And so then you each get a chance to share. Oh, well, do you see this? Oh, do you see this? Do you see this? And it just energizes it and really keeps everybody traveling together, which is just
that's really cool.
Very cool. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to do 2 classes this fall. They went and they're switched it up for me, and I'm going to be doing healing modalities. So on Wednesday nights, starting the 11th of September, I'm going to be doing them 2 nights in a row, but they're telling me flat out because so many people are trying to work in the healing and being called into the healing. And so this is a healing modalities. So this is the sampler package. We're going to go through probably about 11 different kinds of healing modalities, so that you get a chance to feel and experience each one. So then you can tell which one really kind of feels right for you and to learn about the different kinds.
And that's good. That's good. And I tell people all the time, whether you're studying Reiki or different types of modalities of healing, the thing is that you take bits and pieces of each of it.
Yeah.
And that's what Judi and I do also. We take many different modalities of healing workshops, classes. They're not workshops. We take classes.
And we create. Because what is spirit telling you? What is your guide telling you? What is your guardians telling you? What are your angels telling you? What are you hearing? What are you sensing? What are you feeling? What's resonating? And again, those guides can be coming intergalactic too. That's the big thing that's happening right now. People really need to know, yes, you're not going crazy. And yes, the star people are everywhere. And that intensity and that light language. Oh my gosh, that light
I brought
language.
this deck with me today. I brought 2 decks today. Again, Judy, I'm listening.
No,
I'm
no,
thinking,
that's all right.
and while she's talking too.
Yeah, and the light language, and you're seeing light language artwork now. People are posting it. And when you look at it, you feel it. And again, when I'm, speak light language to people and whatever, it's always familiar to them. And it's always different for
fun.
every single person. It's always different language, but they always recognize it. Sometimes they can interpret it, and other times they can't. You can interpret my light language sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I can.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can hear it when she's speaking, when they're talking through her and they're speaking light language. I can.
You want to go for
hear
it
in a different way.
You want to try it?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Don't make me bomb. No.
She's not gonna bomb. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
Okay,
all right. So just get yourself ready. All right. Here we go. Goshambala tarantindi.
Let me get into her energy. This is female. She's a female, and can you give me your name?
La petarintinti.
She's a princess, queen.
Gonza manatarante otoyontoisa vasatarintinti.
This is about the connection between your soul self and the galaxy world, so the energy world. So this is about connecting from your soul self, not just your heart space, but from your soul self out into the galaxy, allowing the connection. So creating your portal, your connection to that. Go ahead.
Gushatata da atindi otoyolantante kapatanta.
So this is going to also be through visualization. So as you're using your visual, your imagination, of course, because that's the way we see it, you're creating this portal, a walkway, a path for you to go, your soul to take the journey for the information and records that you want to connect to through the galaxy.
Afamanatande goshe lampata.
Some people will find that when they are there, they will connect to that soul family on that's the other side. So for some people, it will be that soul connection. They'll understand that.
Lampadadata, lampadadata.
Take things slow, at a slow pace, and then you'll feel it. It's going to take time. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that felt so good.
That was nice. She took me right through the soul portal, right into the galaxy, and how to make that connection.
Everything is tingling.
That was so cool. That was cool.
I love it.
Because I'm seeing the vision at the same, I'm hearing what she's saying in a way, but the words are turning into a vision for me. That's how it is.
I love it. I love it.
That was very cool. I love that.
All right.
Thank you. Okay. So
draw a card.
Now it makes sense why. So I brought 2 decks with me, right? I brought with me the Beyond Lemuria, which is a great deck. If you have not seen this deck, man, it's fabulous. When I was first finding out about Lemurians, this deck appeared to me. I ordered it for the shop when I had the shop. And then when I opened the box and there was this deck looking at me, I said, oh, that's mine. I have to keep that. And then I met Judi and I started to read her book, Truth Beyond, and she's talking about Lemurians and Lemuria and crystals and all this stuff. I'm like, this is freaking crazy. This is crazy because this is my life. This is where I've been. This is where I've been seeing. These are my visions. I've been getting all these visions. And then, of course, Judi shows up with her stuff. Of course.
Divine timing.
So, and it's funny how spirit brings. Okay,
What?
that's the card.
There's 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 of them.
This will be the cards.
This
These
is the
are
cards, yeah.
And so I went to shuffle and 2 popped out. Poppers, we love them.
Pay attention to poppers. When
Yes.
you're doing cards, you pop it. If it pops out, falls down, that's the one you grab.
This is just what we've been talking about. Oh my gosh. Communication, co-creation. Look at that. Is that not amazing? I'm going to bring it as close as I can. Right? Make the card straight, Diane. There we go. And this is about creating that expansion of yourself, allowing yourself to really trust and believe, allow it to come in. A lot of us are looking for that growth, that spiritual growth, that spiritual expansion. And for this is the connection to it. This is connecting to it.
But if you really look at this, there's 3 beings.
The 3 beings. And there's always 3.
And there's in the heart center is that swirl.
Right.
And
but look where it's connected to them.
Right in the heart.
Yeah. The hearts and through the mind. Right.
Yep. And that's what's the third eye, and the heart energy is what's creating that.
And
but
that's all
like
self.
that web.
That's created.
Woo, that's powerful.
I'll show you the other one as we're going along. Come ahead. The surrender to it. Surrender card. Look at that.
Wow.
Is that not? That is like amazing. I love it.
I think I'm.
So it's like just be open to, and then exactly in the message that Judi was giving also, being open to receiving it, being open to allowing it to come,
and floating up.
Yes.
Allow yourself to go up. Get that higher vision. Get
Expansion.
out of that wave that's going to churn you down and just eat the dirt.
Right.
Go up over
all of that is a lower vibration.
Yes. Yes.
All of that other stuff that has seems to be like today. My day was like that too. Like, okay, it's piling up, but I got to jump up here. I put myself up here to look down there and see that that's the chaos, and it's chaos of it doesn't really need to be a chaos.
No.
We're just thinking it's a chaos because it's coming all so quickly, and it might be feeling heavy, but it really isn't when you bring yourself up higher and really look at it and say, okay.
We're cleaning house.
Yes.
We're cleaning house. We're getting rid of. I want one more card.
You do want to pick it?
I do. Yes, I do. I want to pick this one right here. I know exactly which one I want. Oh.
Yay!
Look at that. Solar plexus chakra. So tell me if that does not look like that lion's energy.
Yes.
Of coming through and paying
Trusting
attention and again that yellow, being in that yellow energy. It's a really good thing to spend some time wearing the different colors that you want to be focusing on for your chakra centers. If you want to really, work on your intuition, wear the yellow, really allow yourself to be in that solar plexus energy. That will also help you to focus more on self-body healing, and or when you're working on all of your bodies, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, and your physical body. So your solar plexus is definitely a powerhouse of energy for you. So
absolutely. I do know that, like when I'm going to do events where I'm going to do readings, I have on certain colors, and I ask Spirit in the morning, like, what is my color for today? And it's usually if I'm in the blue, I'm working more with the
Archangel Michael
and Mary.
Yeah,
I'm working with those.
The M&Ms.
So listen,
and depending on what color the blue, because Michael is more the royal blue and Mother Mary is more the baby blue.
Yes.
So yeah.
If you wind up getting this deck, right? The great thing about this deck, and I was thinking before I was coming over, and I have tons of decks, tons of them. I was going to do some videos on decks because they're so cool, and I work with a lot of them, so I might do that. But
you drew a card.
I did draw a card. I'm going to go back to that thought for a second, but I did draw another card. Endless opportunities.
Oh, is that not perfect?
Yeah, and so you get that. And that's just what we were talking about before. It's unlimited. You cannot ask for enough. If when like we said, well, did we ask for too much? Am I asking for too much? Absolutely not, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be growing. We're supposed to be learning. We're supposed to be feeling it. Reach
Creating
for it, creating it.
Allow it.
I said to Spirit on the way over, and I said, I have to go. I have some more education that Judy and I are going to finish. Everybody knows because we keep saying it. We're getting our doctorate. We're going to finish. We're down to
November 2nd.
Last 4 classes, and the last 4 classes are expensive. They're not.
Oh, we're talking 5 digits. People.
Yes, and I'm like, okay. I know this is my journey. I know this is my path. And I so desire to complete and be on this path. So I'm letting them know this is what I want.
This is
without a doubt. There's no
this
doubting.
is what they want us to have. So they're going to provide the
and
means
so I
to go
ask for providing the means so that I can do it. However, it is without harm to anyone, because I always say that. I do say that.
Oh yeah.
And because words are powerful.
Oh,
words are powerful.
Words are very powerful.
So when you do, for me, my own thoughts and feelings is that I always ask, if I'm asking for something, I say with no harm to anyone.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want that to be on anyone or be the cause of anything. So words can be powerful. But I was got off path there for a second, but it was about allowing myself to receive it and being open to receiving. So it's unlimited. It's endless. You can ask for, and it's not asking for too much. It is not, because their job is to help us. We
help us to attain what we're supposed to be doing in our lifetime. And
exactly.
So,
for these lessons that we're learning, for all of it. And they're our team to help us get there. They're our cheerleaders.
Yeah.
And so, yes. And of course, it's always for your greatest and highest best self. Always. Always. So anyway, this deck, I'm going back to that. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for that. I really am grateful. This deck has, and all the cards, but they do work with the chakras. So if you wanted to work with these cards, you can take all the chakra cards and lay them down next to you. Lay down, put all the chakra cards next to you, and work with those different chakras through this deck. It's very powerful, to put them on so working with, even if you didn't use this deck and you wanted to use the chakra symbols or the chakra colors, and Judy talked to you about wearing those different colors, working with just putting them on those particular chakras and sending that vibrational light, that color of light through them will help to expand them. I kind of feel sometimes it's a great way to cleanse them, to clear them, to get them moving, when you're
to balance yourself again.
Off.
And if you're feeling off, 100% take the time to go through your chakra centers and to do a meditation where you're specifically thinking about the color, you're specifically thinking about rotating them, and then you're expanding and you're just allowing that love energy to come into each one of them. So, yeah.
So I'm not going to be mean to the other deck.
You're going to pick the other one too? All right.
So the angel gods and goddesses, and which we've done before. It's one of my decks that I use a lot for readings. When I do use a deck for reading, or if someone requests. Some people do like to have readings with the cards, which is fine, which is perfectly fine.
I find that usually the cards will confirm whatever I've said. They just come up exactly as the same, so that the people know. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so fun.
So let's just pick one out. Again, Judy, you pick one out.
All right, Angel of Self-Worth.
Well,
you are currently unveiling yourself. It is time to regain your self-worth. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. But this is gorgeous. And oops, let me get to the right direction. Look at that. Isn't that
beautiful?
Gorgeous? And I think that that's something that all of us need to do is, we are incredible, beautiful, valuable beings. And we'll be the first one to go out there and to toot somebody else's horn. But it's really important to understand who you are and to like yourself and then really love yourself and to know that you are worth loving. And self-care is allowing for a better self to care for others.
Yes.
Yeah.
And be your badass self. There it goes. The camera went off for a
I
second.
don't know why the camera misbehaved. It didn't like badass self.
Well, be the lion. Roar. That's where we are now. Both Judi and I are Leos, so we
Yes.
are in our birthday month.
Yes, yes, we're coming right there. We're
And I love
excited.
celebrating birthday month. And
Did you hear her? Birthday month? That's
Month.
right, month.
month.
We don't
It's
do
the
just
month.
birthday day.
It's the
Month because you have many people in your life. And so plan your luncheons, plan your dinners, plan your family events.
Celebrate
but,
yourself. Use it as an excuse to get together with family that you haven't gone together with.
Yes. You
know?
don't have to get stuff from them, but it's about you taking the time to share your time with them because that's what brings you joy.
Yes.
And so it's about just allowing yourself to be in that space of joy. So.
I am excited. I'm excited for this month. I love the Leo month. I use the lion as my strength a lot.
Yeah.
And I just love it. So it makes me be in my happy space. So we're getting to the end because I know we're.
I say you got to grab one card for you, right?
Okay, so I'll do a card.
Quick, one more card,
Okay.
and then we'll skadooch. Yeah, I know. We've gone over. Oh, who's that one?
Angel of Relaxation.
Oh, that's a nice one for you.
So yes. Not only are you doing all the stuff that we're doing, it's letting go of desired outcomes, and you will get what you want. And we were talking about that before. Just putting it out there. Putting it out there. What do you desire, right? Putting it out there and let it come to fruition. And that's what she's about. And allowing yourself to enjoy the ride. Joy, we talked about that earlier. Being in your joy space. Because when you're in that joy space, things just flow. Things just come. But if you're in that space,
but again, allow for that unexpected to come into play.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you the incredible changes that have happened in my life in the last month that I never would have expected the outcome to be. And other people are stepping up into responsible roles that I never could have possibly thought that I didn't feel like I wanted to impress that responsibility on others, but they wanted to. I don't even know. We're hearing things out in the other room. Yep, there's things that are falling and there's nobody there.
They messed with the computer. And now they're over there.
We've got company here.
Company
That's all I can say. Company has arrived. That happens on a regular basis here, doesn't it?
It does. When we're together, things happen like that a lot.
We definitely do. Anyway, yeah.
But it's so cool. So
tell them what you got coming up. You got some things kind of coming up.
We're
in a brainstorming big time. The month of August is a big time brainstorming.
I did put some stuff up on my website today for some Zoom classes, and 2 days I decided to do because it's birthday month. Little mini readings.
Oh, good.
So that's up there. I have Sunday meditation is back on. So if you want to join me on Zoom, it's just an hour of meditation, and also I'll do some picking a card for the day. So if you would like a little message for the week, you can do that. So it's from 11 to 12 on Sundays. Just shoot me a message. You can just go on my website. And what else did I put up there? A couple of little other things, just doing around. We have Gala Day.
Gala Day is
on Judy's birthday.
On my birthday, August 17th. So mini readings will be there. So that'll be fun. I'll be in the pink tent.
And I'll be in the purple tent. We'll be pink and purple.
We're tenting. We're tenting.
I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, it's going to be hot. It's in the 90s here. And I'm finding every portable thing that I can get. They have some that like a portable air conditioner that runs on batteries.
Okay, well, there you
I'm
go.
going to look into that. Yeah. We'll see where that goes.
All right, we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, I said to Judi, well, we're going to be out there hot, and we're going to be like Judi, when Judi does her events there like that, she's not just giving you don't get just a reading, you're getting healing. You're getting the whole kit and caboodle while you're there.
You get trance message, you get
everything.
And they record it. It's
and she's
much
hopping around doing her thing. I'm like, oh man, that's hot, Judi. That's hot. That is hot. Just being in this spiritual space, when you're in that space, it's hot. I heat up to begin with.
Oh yeah.
So, and then you're out in 90s and you're hot. You are hot. So yeah, we'll be doing that crazy stuff.
Anyway, so come see us. It'll be fun. In Casanova, Florida.
Bring us a bottle of water. That would be fun.
Or spray bottle.
Bring us some cool air. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So just little things that I have popping up. I am gonna be putting together some classes myself. I'm still working on pulling them together.
Good. So. Well, I've got those two are going to be in September, the astral travel and then healing modalities. I'm excited to say that my first week in Peru is booked, totally booked.
Oh yeah,
so very exciting. And stay tuned because I've got so many people who want to extend the trip that I'm looking at trying to pull together a second week where we would be going to different places.
Judi will be doing that. She's not.
Yeah,
it's happening.
It's happening. I'm not going to say. So the second
my
week.
Prediction.
Yeah, it's your prediction. Yeah, Lake Titicaca, and we'll also go to the.
That is the funniest name.
I'm sorry, but then we're going to go to the Gate of the Gods.
Titicaca.
Yes.
I cannot.
It's Lake Titicaca. Yes. You can't pick on.
You can't make that stuff up.
You can't pick on their language. Catch you in language.
That's just funny. Come on, I'm not really. I'm not trying to be mean.
Anyway, but the Gate of the Gods, and then we're gonna try to.
I'm gonna get punished for that.
Exactly. But the Gate of the Gods is really cool because that's where that gateway is that they say go into the star being. So we're gonna go and we're gonna do ceremonies.
Yes.
There. So I know that's gonna come to be too. So I'm excited. So yeah, we
fun.
got lots of
It's
things coming. Lots and lots of things coming. So anyway, we're excited and we're happy to be here today. And so come and see us on 8/8. At 8 in the morning.
At 8 in the morning.
At 8 in the morning. And we're at 111. Hit subscribe.
Because we love you. We love you. Reach out to us anytime. I am on Facebook. You find me on Facebook, or my website is angelAuraBoutique.com. angelAuraBoutique.com. I know we never really say how to find us.
I know.
But I think it's down here in the link somewhere.
Yeah,
too.
so then they can catch us that way. And I'm JudiWeaver.com.
Right.
So there we go.
And so I'm sure you're watching us on Facebook because that's where we're posting this too. And the YouTube channel, Ascending Consciousness.
Yep.
That's great too.
And we think this is episode 10, but that's all right.
It's an episode.
It's an episode. We're here. So anyway, thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Blessings.
Blessings.